Hi, Ashley here and welcome to Funky Fresh Food. It's the final week of the Great British Bake Off, which means one final technical challenge. This week we've been set the absolute classic, the Victoria sandwich. Now in the Bake Off tent, they don't have a recipe, so I've had to look one up myself, and it's a bit of a classic too, equal parts of everything, so hopefully there's not too much to go wrong. Famous last words. On my marks, get set, bake! So the first thing we have to do is to make our cake batter. Now what most people would do is make up one big batch, split this into 2 tins and then bake this in the oven. But unfortunately I only have one cake tin of the right size, so I'm going to make up 2 separate batches, and hopefully this will mean that my sponge cakes are pretty much the same size. So we'll start our cake batter by creaming together our butter and sugar. We'll then add in our eggs, self-raising flour and a pinch of baking powder and beat it until the mixture just comes together. We'll then pour this into our cake tin, which we've greased and floured, and pop this in the oven at 180 degrees for about 20 minutes. Once your cake's golden on top and fully cooked through, remove it from the oven, take it out of its cake tin and leave it to cool on a wire rack. We'll then repeat these steps so we end up with a second sponge. Now whilst our sponges are cooking or cooling, we can get on and make our jam. We'll add our raspberries and sugar to a pan, mash them around with a fork and bring this mixture slowly up to a boil. We'll then simmer it away for around 4 minutes before removing it from the heat. We'll then pour this into a container and leave it to cool. For our buttercream, we're simply going to cream together softened butter and sugar in a bowl and then put it into a piping bag. Once our cakes and jam are cooled and our buttercream's in a piping bag, we're ready to start assembling. On one cake, we'll pipe our buttercream to get an even distribution before spreading it out to a smooth finish. On the other cake, we'll spread a thin layer of our raspberry jam before sandwiching the two together. We'll finish our cake with a dusting of icing sugar, and then that's our Victoria sandwich finished. I've just watched the final technical challenge of the Great British Bake Off, and although I'm sort of pleased with my bake, I think I probably would have come last. Yes, I've got a nice even colour on it, and my buttercream and jam are spot on, but I just think it looks a little bit too laid back for the Bake Off tent. But let's just give it a taste. That tastes exactly how I'd expect it to. If you like sweet things, then yeah, that's for you. But I think I'll probably tweak my recipe a little bit, especially if I want to win some village cake competitions next summer. If you've enjoyed today's recipe, then please give me a thumbs up, and even though the Bake Off is now finished, I'll still be doing new cooking videos every week, so if you want to stay up to date with all of those, then please subscribe. And as always, I'm going to go finish this with a cup of tea. Bye!